Everyone, I am so excited.
I'm so pumped, right?
Yes. There's so much good stuff going on here.
Yeah.
And of course, you can see that I have my sister with me today.
Hello.
And we're doing sister kind of love, right? But it's so good that I wanted to just come out with you guys and just pump some little love, because as you know, my book is out and it is called What Kind of Love Are You Producing? Right.
Yes.
And we're constantly loving on others, but we need to figure out what kind of love are we producing? What does it look like from your take, from the other person's take? And my sister here is just going to give me her take as well. But you want to go out there and get your copy. It's available on Amazon, and you can get it in your Kindle edition and in your hard copy, okay? So we just really want to come out and start the conversation of love, right?
Amen.
And we know how love come about and who is love, because love has a name, right?
Yes.
All right. And we just want to dive in real quick and just start to talk about the love conversation, right?
Yes.
So a little bit, Debbie know a little bit about that story with me, that I have been going through this journey and still is.
Yes.
But it really sheds so much light on how I'm loving myself in order to produce that kind of love for others, right?
Exactly.
Because as the word of God said, that you will love your neighbors as you love
yourself. So if you don't love yourself, there is no loving any
You're
neighbor.
bankrupt.
Exactly. Because where is it going to come from to give to neighbor? Because it's out of the fullness of love that you're going to be able to extend that to neighbors, friends, and everybody else.
Isn't that true though?
No, right. So
if
that
we're
is
going to be real. Yes.
So I know one and two people are coming in, but take this opportunity as well to share this, because it's the season to really dive in and be big. Come up, as our first lady would say, come up big in that area of love.
Yes.
So if you are out there, please share the video and share what we're doing, because we are just being the hands and feet of Jesus.
We are. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for coming in and speaking. We appreciate that, Hunter.
Yes.
And one of the things that we really want to connect with is that we have this way of just loving on one another, right? And as sister, we have that too, right?
Yes.
So Debbie's going to share a little bit as how she has been infected and affected by love. How does that go, Debbie?
So really, I've gotten a second chance at love, and I don't want to get too big on that, but really getting a second chance of being divorced and then going back in to be remarried. So, you know, and love for me has always been like the yardstick, or the reason why I am and why I be, right? So getting the opportunity to, and the season again, because it's like everything now that we're doing, it's not February yet, but almost everything that you do, when you look at the root of it, it is capsuled or packaged in love, right?
Yes.
And for us as Christians, we really don't get the opportunity, or we don't use the opportunity as much to just say, hey, you know, this love thing is really real, because we are the ones who know about real love, because we are the ones who have accepted love, and love is changing us from the inside out, right? So but what I really want to say is that many times we miss the opportunity to love on ourselves and to really let those around. Like today I had a sister date with my
right,
because I'm really going in and you know,
practical,
making love really practical, right? So I dated my sister today, and it's just really to say that, you know, sis, I really love you. Sometimes we think that we have forever to practice love or to get love right? And we don't realize that our time will expire, right? And we don't realize that man is just but a short time that we have here on earth, and not that death is gonna drive this, but I'm not afraid to die, because I
believe in His perfect love for me.
Perfect, right? It's like I'm getting closer to love, but those of us who feel differently, it's also okay. But
Right.
I want this season to really mark time, and I want to be remembered as the way how I love, and I want to start that within my circle. So I'm
Yes.
going to be dating those within my circle
Yes.
to really go out and really
Yes.
bring it home that like sister, you are important to me.
Yes.
But before I could do that, I really had to love on me, because
Yeah.
love pulls and love
Yes.
tugs.
Yes.
And loving people, there was somebody, a wise person that said that loving people sometimes is loving trouble. But I want to look at it a little bit differently. With people are complex, they're different, right? And I want to love you just the way you are.
Right.
Don't change for me, but change
Right.
because you realize that,
you've been affected
by
by
love.
love.
Love has affected me,
Yes,
right,
yes,
Nadine?
yes.
Right. So, do you want to take it back over, Nadine?
One
Yeah.
of the things that I really love that you put the point out is to say that we as Christians are commanded to love, because what God has mentioned, that is our identity, really. Because
Yes.
He said, by your love they will
They'll
know you.
you,
You
right.
know, understand? Because the world has talent.
Yes.
The world has money. The
Yes.
world has ambition. I mean, come on
Yeah,
now.
they have
But it
everything
is
in-
by the love that
Yes.
we are going to be identified as Christ followers, right?
Yes,
Is how
right.
we love. And to just put this out there is to say that if you love, you're going to do. And this is the season.
Yeah, exactly.
For God so loved the world that He gave what?
it, right.
His
His only begotten Son, right.
which is Jesus.
Jesus,
And the
right.
world, as I love how you always put that the world has selected December 25th
Yes.
to celebrate the birth of Christ,
Yes.
which is the gift.
Which is the gift
God.
of love, right? The gift of, right? Yeah,
Yes.
the love from God.
Yes.
So we should be full in that and
Yes.
operate in that,
Yes.
and really let that change of us from the inside out. You
Yes.
cannot come in contact with love and don't find wisdom, peace, joy,
Come on,
fullness.
girl. Come
I know,
on,
you know what
girl.
I mean?
Come
right?
on,
Because
girl.
love changes from.
It
Come on,
does.
I see that you
It
want
does. It does. Because as she said that,
Yes.
it's kind of like you were talking earlier on our date about having emotions, and love. Love has to do with the heart and the
Yes.
feel. When you're in love, you glow, you smile,
Yes,
you
yes.
you know, you do all those kind of stuff because it shows.
Yes.
And one of the things that you were saying is that if you are loving, you change the room. You're the light that changes the room.
Right. So
Yes.
I love that point again, Nadine. Right. So one of the things that we're working on, and it's spreading within our community, is that, and when I say community, I just don't mean local.
Yes,
I mean
yes.
household per household.
Yes, yes.
And just the people that we touch, is that
Yes.
we're working so that wherever we are attending. So for example, I'm attending love, right?
Right.
If somebody shows up and there are 5 in love, they're not going to drag me down to 5, because
Yes.
I've already gone through the
Yes.
steps to
Yes.
perfect love within me.
Yes.
So I am going to make sure that I am operating and being the gift of love,
Yes.
so that that person's comes up. And what does that take sometimes is that you have to stop, pause, listen,
Yes.
right, and not be so quick to have an answer, judge, or respond
or react.
because
Right.
that is a big
Yes,
one.
we
sis,
react
right?
instead
you
of
react
responding.
instead of realizing that if I am love and I am operating in love, then even
be.
if I just be right. You don't have to have a moment now to
Yes.
hear me out,
Yes.
but I don't have to come down to
Yes.
your 5
Yes.
and do
Yes.
what you do. Match, as in other words, match that energy that
Yes,
is coming.
you don't have to do
right.
that.
You don't have to match that, but let them come up. I've been getting so many apologies. Let me tell you, it really
Yes,
works.
yes, it does.
Because you realize that,
does.
come on, hi people, good to see
Yes,
you
it's
guys.
really
right?
good to see you.
Yeah, really good to see you
Yes.
guys. Right. But when you come up and when you be and when you operate in the fullness of love, you will realize that the fruit of the Spirit is at work.
And producing, because you produce that through love.
Exactly, Nadine.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. So you
Yes.
realize that where you used to be pulled in, you are now
Managing
standing
that.
up and managing in a responsible,
Yes.
mature way,
Love
right?
way,
Because of love, right? So the message that we want to say, and really want to say it and come back, go
Yes.
out and buy this book.
Yes.
I didn't know that when I was doing that little love note in
Yes.
it was gonna be so powerful. But
Yes.
let your love affect infect you. Let love infect you so that you can affect others. And I heard that from Mama Ru.
Yes,
right? I want to give back credit where credit is due, but it is such a good word, that you if I am affected or infected, then and it should affect or infect. Either way, how you want to look at it. So if you can be remembered by the way how you love, it is been said, and when I was in banking, we used to always do Gallup, and it is to gauge people's feelings and how they feel about a product or the brand, or banking with this bank. And one of the things that we would do, like when we're doing our huddles, was to say that people will not remember how much compliment you gave them or whatever, how much biscuits you put out on the counter, because sometimes my branch didn't have biscuit. But when they come in, right, they remember how you made them feel, because they come in contact with Christ, and they think it's like you're pretty or something else. It's your clothes. It's deeper than that, because love affects.
And why I know that it is deeper than that is because it lasts longer than that little emotional feel that you feel, because other people are pretty, but you can tell when they're nasty too, right? So there is a difference in that, and this is what I was conveying, Debbie, when I wrote this book, is to say that there is a standard in how we love. The world has one, you might have one, but there's a standard that doesn't change, and that's the God standard. It's the same yesterday and forever. Corinthians 13 give you the guidelines on how to love, and it doesn't always go according to the world standard or what you think, but that's the standard, and it does not change with time, trend, or with the season. It always is, and that's why I felt so passionate about writing this book, because I have been loving so many different ways, girl. I will love you until you love me.
Right?
I will love you until you cross my path, girl. I'm gonna love you by buying you this gift, and if you don't buy me back a gift, I don't love you anymore. You don't like my pictures, I'm gonna unfriend you because I don't like you anymore. It's deeper than that.
And guys, one thing that I want to say: anytime you set forth a goal, or you make something priority, there is always going to be tests to test what you are trying to break, the trend, or trying to get deeper in. So you probably lose some friends, or you probably lose some loved ones, because they're like, things are coming, and you're going to be tested. But do not give up on love, right? Do not give up on even those who probably will defriend you or not be jump on the wagon so fast, right? Because people need time. One of the things that I want to say is that allow other people as well to go through their moments, so that they can find themselves, so that they can come right back to love, right? Because in us finding ourselves, it's like, love is at the tip of that, and just hold that, right? So when you're trying to find yourself, it's wrapped up in all love, right? And only though if you're a true daughter or a true son, right? Because I don't want to steer away from the fact that you need to accept Christ as your personal Lord and Savior, right? Love. Because He is love, right? So if you are not engrafted in that family, where that's where love begins, then there could be some challenges, right? You could be loving not according to Corinthians 13, and not according to how, God, on the grace, how you should be loving.
And one of the things that we also wanted to do is make it practical. Bring up the conversation. How am I loving those around me? Is this love only in my head? Sometimes people express how they feel, and you go like, really? I didn't know that, because it was in your head. We want to make love practical, because when God started out loving us, He loved us at peak, at perfection, at the maximum, at the top. So He cannot go back on His word, right? And He did not put out a few cards on the table, hoping that if you play the right card, He will love you some more. But He loves you at maximum, right? And He keeps on loving you. So one of the things that I am saying in the book, or we are saying, is that don't love expecting nothing in return. Because when you get legalistic with I love you, you love me, and we start to do this, we have changed the standard. Because we have to keep it again on Excuse me as I'm getting a call coming in, guys. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
But as we start to say, hey, let's do this, and using the ultimate lover. How did he love?
Yeah.
And he gave. Love is action. It's a verb. It calls for a response. So if you're loving, how are you loving? Go out and get this book, and it will encourage, it will help you to just go out and get it. You gotta get it.
2 minutes, 2
what
seconds.
kind of love are you